So this is the first in a series of videos where I'm gonna teach you guys to make and use adaptive art tools. I love making art, I love coming up with cool projects, I like making videos of those projects, but art isn't my job. I work in special education, and I find that a lot of the tools we normally use to make art just aren't suited for the individuals that I work with. Some can be adapted, but I often find it's a lot more fun and exciting to come up with something totally new. I work on a very short budget. I'm very stingy. I don't like having to spend more money than I have to on materials. So a lot of the adaptive tools are made from repurposed objects. Today, all we're gonna need is a soda bottle. So I say a soda bottle because it's important that it had something carbonated in it. Carbonated beverages come in plastic bottles that have these little feet on the bottom, which are pretty important for what we're gonna be doing today. So let me move over to the desk and we'll put this thing together. All right, so we're gonna take the bottle, be sure to wash it out. We don't want any soda left in there. You can get rid of the top. We're not going to use that. So let's turn it upside down, and the first step is we're going to need to make holes in each of these feet. I use a drill. Don't use any tool you're not comfortable with. There's a lot of different ways you could punch holes in the bottom of a plastic bottle. So don't use a power tool if you're not comfortable with a power tool. So as I'm going back and editing this video, I'm reviewing the footage and I realized I messed up. I needed to drill holes in each of the feet of the bottle. I used a power tool for that, but the way I used that power tool was irresponsible and maybe a little bit dangerous. So don't do what I did unless you want to drill a hole in your hand. I would suggest using a clamp to hold the bottle instead of I do want to say that adaptive art tools don't just have to be used by people with disabilities. I think they're great for kids and young artists. I think they're great for people who are just starting out making art and maybe aren't sure how to get started, aren't really comfortable with a paintbrush. A paintbrush can be kind of intimidating because there's so much you can do with it. sometimes it's easier to start with something that kind of has one sort of novel use and explore that. I also think they can be good for experienced artists even who are just looking for something new to try. I think that pretty much everyone can benefit from using adaptive tools.